More news ahead of our next game episode. One of our board members, Ian Allison, has retired. Was probably called back as he, of course, as everybody on our team is an undercover American agent. So we brought a new guy in. If we go to our club info or vision and we go to the board, we have someone undercover, Daniel Ingstrom, a Swedish individual just recently joined up with the club, looking very, very good. Hoping that will, maybe move in more money, probably not. But still, takeover talks are happening at the club. We'll see if that turns into anything. The answer is probably not. But still things to look out for. On to the episode. Hello and welcome to today's video. Last we left off, we had a bit of a rough patch, losing a couple of games up in League 1. Since then, the form has been pretty good. Not perfect. A couple of draws here in games that we really should have won, especially against 24th place Stockport, but we just come off a very dense schedule. And a couple of other, but otherwise, we've been winning. We've been getting points. As it stands, we're currently 6th in League 1. However, 2 games in hand against basically everybody but Derby means that if we win both these games, we'll be in 2nd place. If we win one of these games and draw the other, we'll still be in 2nd place. We basically are floating right outside the automatic promotion. However, Derby has really seemed to run away with it at this point. Odds are we aren't going to be able to catch up with them unless they go on a big losing streak. So a bunch of people are fighting for the 2nd automatic promotion spot. We're certainly in the mix. And then we've got a good bunch of playoffs. Once again, I don't mind if we get in the playoffs. I'd prefer not to get promoted because I don't think we can make it in the league above. We still have King Abo. He's on pace to beat his old record in scoring. Ford and Abo are still good. It's a very, very solid squad. Got 2 matches for you today, however. We begin the month of hell. Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, and so on, so forth. All the way until at the end of January is when we will get our first break. Also, the transfer window will open up at this point. We have brought in a new player since the last time you saw me. Daniel Adshead. He is a 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability player. He was supposed to be 3.5, 4.5. Not quite as good as we'd hope. He's probably going to be the replacement for Walsh, who is now showing only 2.5-star, 2.5-star. So once the transfer window opens up, I'll get this guy registered, and he'll start playing for us at that point. Now, though, I will switch off you for you. We've also got connections from every single player on our pitch. Rodney and Ford, Linton and Sturge, Moon and Chaplin, and then all 3 of our midfielders, including the backups, have built a positive relation with each other, which I am very happy to see. So, first up today will be the game away against Blackpool. It's going to be a very important one, because if we win this, we're in a good position to surge into the automatic promotion spots. Losing this means we're not quite there. Abo's form has been really hit or miss. He's seeming like one of those 3 goals every 3 games kind of strikers that I both love and hate. Have them all impress me, because the team likes me well enough. We do have fist pumping. The other bad news, unfortunately, is that Abo has signed an extension with his parent club, his true club. So he's probably not going to be with us next year in earnest, unless we are able to somehow bring him back in on loan. Which, it'd be a miracle if we could do that at this point. Oh, that's bad. That is really bad. However, we do have Jezreel on the bench. We can play that almost as well. But considering we're about to go into a very hectic schedule, goodness, Linton has taken a knock? What is this? Okay. Well, 2 players down already. Surge now with the throw-in. That's looking bad for our possibility of getting pushing into this automatic promotion spot during this next month. It's going to be rough. It's going to be very, very rough. Forward now, really soft pass to King Abo. He should have really kicked that much harder. I feel like we might have been able to score on that. But Taylor to Torre, to Sturge, coming down this left side, sends it forward. Now, what are we going to do with it? We're going to cross the center. We're going to send it to Sturge across the center. Ends up with Heskey, but he sends it right at the keeper. Our corners have been looking a little bit better. We don't have Walsh in to take the corners anymore, so we're not quite as deadly from them. But we can still score every couple of corners. We have a good chance to Come on! What are we doing just giving the ball away like that? Now no one's in position, and the good thing is the highlight teeters out. We only have one stoppage left in this game, so when we make our substitutions, that will be our final batch of substitutions. Go. This team is a team who was up in the championship until recently, so they can, of course, pretty easily thump us. And boom, head, and there we go. Saw that one coming. We just... Back in the lower leagues when we were beating everybody, we were getting automatically promoted, we always looked deadly, but there are some matches, like we have 1 XG compared to their .34, but yet we're losing. Because our team has been terrible. Pesky doesn't like when I shout at people, but I've been shouting a lot recently. Anytime when we're not doing well, I do a lot of shouting. Those draws, this presumed loss, though we could still go out and maybe make something happen. Keep kicking the... What are they doing? This is just one touch kick, one touch kick, one touch kick. This. I mean, they're working the ball slowly upfield. They're just waiting for a chance to break through. There it was? Nope. Nope. How about now? Nope. Oh, Wapaya won the ball. Was his job as a ball-winning midfielder. But they weren't able to capitalize on the mistake we made. Folks now. Folk is still projecting to be 3-star, 4-star like the last time I looked at him. Hilton is now only 3.5-star max potential, so he's probably going to get shipped on within the next year or so. A lot of contracts for our players who aren't quite good enough are also going to be getting after this year, so we will have money come the off-season should we need to make improvements. We will need to make if we want to get automatically promoted. We do have this down here. Oh, King Abo! Hey, Ford Abo connection. 27th goal of the season. What, our 24th game, 25th game? Something like that. He could probably, if form holds, he continues scoring at the clip he's got, he's looking like a 50-goal a season striker. Which, I don't know if you know this, but if you can score 50 goals in a season, you're amazing at whatever level you're playing at. Pesky's struggling. Everybody else is struggling. We have on the game back level. Only one game in hand. We might not be able to push ahead of everybody else. So our goal differential is still looking good. We do need to keep rotating players because of fatigue issues. But I'll give it another 5 minutes, and then I will do a big swap out the last 3 substitutions we have for the day. Okay, what do we got on the bench? Not a whole lot. We'll bring on Walsh. Walsh can come on for Taylor. I think we'll swap those two around. Let Taylor or Walsh play in his preferred position. Like that. Ford is exhausted. We'll bring on Hilton. Anybody else looking shattered? Sturge. He'll have to play through it because he's playing well. What we have on the bench is the main thing. At Abu or Jeffcott. I guess Sturge is coming off. We'll bring on Abu. He's had some okay off the bench opportunities. He hasn't screwed anything up, which is the most I hope for with these young players. The bad news is we're not really getting great upgrades in terms of seeing possibilities for purchase. No one is willing to come join our team at the moment. Abo now on a run. Gets in behind, but isn't able to apply the finish because he wobbles the ball pretty horribly. He is shattered right now. Sorry about that. Someone just shouted it. Time to eat. You heard that or not? Hopefully not. Sheaf. Oh, yes. Everybody clear the ball. Get it out of there. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Can we do this? Yes. Okay. We created chances. I'm not going to shout at them. I'm not going to scream at them, although I probably should have. We were able to bring it back to a draw, which still brings us 3 points behind automatic promotion with 2 games in hand still. Which is perfectly fine. Let's see how... Oh, Rodney's out for 5 to 6. Linton's out for 2 to 3. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Okay, well, I'm going to go eat some dinner. And then I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. And not just a moment in your time. We'll be taking a look at the transfer window, seeing all the things that have happened since then. And then we will be jumping into the next game. Be right back. Okay, we are back with game number 2. This time we are going to be away against Sheffield Wednesday, who are currently 12th in League One. They've been in this league for a little while now. So, the board's expecting a draw. I'm hoping for a win. Fans are expecting a draw. We're going to try our best to do what we can. Couple of changes then, of course, for the injuries. We've got Davies in at right back. Also a good connection with Ford because he's played here pretty regularly. Uh, just a good substitution there. Torre also coming in on the left. And then, of course, the most important one is Ad's head comes in the midfield. Heskey drops the bench, and Walsh straight up falls out of the rotation. I'm looking to sell him off. We'll see if that is a possibility. Uh, Otherwise, looks quite good. Ad's head, I mean, I'm hopeful for him. We got him in for, I think, free. Yeah, previously of Cheltenham, who is a League One side. They released him for free. So I picked him up and just saw what I could do with it. He's worth a little bit of money. We'll play him for a year or two. That's really all he's good for. He's going to be maybe a starter this year, maybe a backup next year, depending on how he develops. They believe he can be a good championship player. He's already a decent League One player, so a solid addition to the squad. Go ahead and jump into it. He is lacking match fitness and may struggle to see out the match. That's fine. He's only been with us in true form for like a week and a half. So the fact he's been playing sometimes with a young squad, try and get some match fitness into him. Only one not inspired by the fist pumping as well. Bad day for us. If you're wondering what I ended up getting for dinner, one of the roommates made some chicken. It was like bag pre-make from frozen sort of stuff. Texturally, not all that. Flavor is quite good though. But it was just made in a pan, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make some burritos. So I took some eggs, took whatever some sort of sauce we had in the fridge. We don't have any like actual cheese, so I took some mozzarella sticks. It's just a hodgepodge burrito. Hopefully it'll taste good. I haven't actually tasted it yet because once this is done, I'm gonna be done playing for now, and I'm gonna try it out. But it'll keep warm because also once I finish wrapping, of course, in the burrito, I then seared off the burrito in a pan to get the outside nice and crispy. Oh, that was really bad. Luckily, Folks was awake to it. This is one of our games in. Is it one of our games in hand? It doesn't look like. Well, regardless, we're still one game behind most teams, 2 games behind Blackpool. We can push ahead of Blackpool still, and basically everybody else if we come out and score some winners. Torre now with a free kick, and a pretty bad miss just by everybody. Chaplin sends it all the way back. Surge trying to get a run on, but it just ends up with their players. Davies does win the ball back. Now to Taylor. Ad's head sends it forward for Abo. Abo scores! King Abo. There's a reason he's titled King. This man just scores goals when he wants to. Doesn't always want to, but when he does, there is no one better. So now, with that being ahead, that puts us in second place, with a bunch with games in hand. So we are certainly one of the teams that stand a good chance of making automatic promotion this season. It'd be rough because I think we get immediately downgraded afterwards because we're barely suitable for League One based on our salary and such. And oh goodness, if he had continued running with that, I think he could have scored. And we're definitely not suited for the championship. We have been upgrading our facilities. We still have a lot of money. We can probably maybe, yeah, we can probably get another upgrade in before the end of the season. Might upgrade the training facilities again. That'll probably cost us a cool million or so. Oh, Rick Fosu. I know the name Fosu, but I did not have him playing on the attack when I had him on the stream save, I believe. I don't remember. Somewhere along that line. Honestly, just a pretty nice goal. They were intercepted. A long ball over the top, which we were not able to get in front of, and then he just sends it off to that open side of the net. If our goalkeeper had come maybe a step or two out, I think we could have done it. Looking at the goal differential, they are ahead. So it would be bad if they found scored a 1. I'm going to go ahead and tell the gents that they need to do better. Sounds appropriate. I'm looking down at the smell from my dinner is just making me hungry. Torre now with the corner. Sturge and a bunch of balls kicked around. And we earn another corner, even though one of our players get clattered. We don't have a premier corner taker. Walsh was that for us. We no longer have Walsh in the lineup, and we're probably never going to have him in the lineup again. He's only worth 70k, by the way. For whatever reason, he is just not worth near as much money as I'd hoped. They have a corner. I don't really do anything with it. They're going to shoot. Oh my god. How do we let that go in? You know what? We're going attacking. We want to win this game. Let's go ahead and take another look at this. I'm used to skipping these highlights because I don't need to see them again on my own. We just give it to him off on the side. He just shoots. Goes right past the body of these two players. You can't just like lean over a little bit and maybe get a head or a shoulder on it. Nope. Can't have nice things. Clear. They pick it up. Paya Forsen, though, wins the ball back. Adds head. Tries to play it into one of our players who are not ready for him to do so. So now, they're back with on their foot. It's been it's a good game to watch as a fan. Maybe not our fan, but if you're a fan of football and don't really care who wins, there have been a lot of shots, a lot of good opportunities, a couple of goals scored. We need to make some substitutions. Who's playing poorly? Torre is playing poorly, but no one can come on for Torre. Everybody is injured. Okay, who else play? Oh my god. Kaplan's having a ferocious game. We'll bring on Jeff Cott for him. And Ford's not having the greatest of games. I want to give him at least another 10 minutes. So Sturge will come off, bring on Logan Pye, who's our best left back. The problem is he can only play really left back. The reason we've not really played him. We're trying to sell him off because he's worth a good chunk of change and is limited in potential. But 2 substitutions now, that seems okay. Have to make a lot of early substitutions in these upcoming games. Things are not going well. Okay, 10 minutes have passed. Losing even more. Moon is tired. Guess Abu's playing for him. Oh, actually, Abu's now 2-star. I don't like this. Our center backs being that weak makes me scared. Bring off Ford. We'll bring on Hilton. I think Hilton might be able to get something done. We need to go score. We need to go score a goal. Mugged in this one. Fosu now with the corner. Oh my. Stephen Welsh. Stephen Welsh. I know that name. I've had that player before. And that, I think, is the end. We unfortunately have lost this game. Means our opportunities to jump into automatic promotion have gone down quite a bit. A sad loss for us. Hoping we could really make something happen here, but fortunately the game... Oh, I need to make it. Not paying attention. On the job. Jezreel, have Forcing come off, bring Heskey on. Fine by me. Our lack of substitutions now with, 3 or 4 players injured are really getting to me. And that was straight up poor. Far from pleased. We should be winning games like that. But month of hell has begun. The window is open. Hopefully, with our budget remaining, we can go out here and look to score. To explore at the end of his contract. That's fine. Really care. A couple of people are making debuts. Walsh is also exploring his options. These are both okay. I don't really care too much. But with that being said, still comfortable in the playoffs. 1 or 2 games behind everybody around us. We can easily push up to automatic promotion, not too hard. Or somewhere kicking around this area, the fringe playoff position. Week of hell. We've got a couple of games still left. We are in the Carabao Cup, Papa John's Trophy, and the FA Cup. That's still looking to make us more money. We're actually going to be on TV. 12K. Finances. They're spectacular. Oh, actually, we're down to 700K. Why? That was 800K. Whatever. Projection is still looking good. We're actually projecting to have a lot of money by the end of the season, so we'll be looking to make upgrades. Our other things to note, facilities. Adequate facilities, except for below-average youth facilities. Those are being upgraded, I believe. We're still looking at upgrading our stadium, though it's going to be a couple of years until the planning is done. Hopefully, we can move this back to St. Albans, which is where we are supposed to be based. But overall, a pretty decent episode. That being said, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I will see you all next time.
Thanks for watching. You should watch another. Please.